guys, Mightymoob here. This video is basically going to be talking about how sport helped me throughout my life and throughout my time in care. At the start of my life, basically, I grew up always liking sport. It was mostly football when I was younger. And then started playing tennis as well. Um, so yeah, they basically just kept me healthy, used all my energy up. Um, and like a lot of my time just like always focused on sport, focused on being being the best like I could be at. But first I was in goals, and then it was outfield, and then tennis and things like that. So that was kind of start of my kind of life type thing. Um, I did also play some pool and some snooker when I was younger as well. Just kind of mingled, kind of liked a bit of everything, to be honest. Um, Anything I could kind of get my hands on. Um, and then, so the transaction from me going into care, um, in that transaction, I basically stopped playing for the kind of football team that I played for. Um, yeah, just basically that just kind of stopped dead. I just never really went back. Never like kind of really got into football teams or anything like that. It was only really kind of primary school team. It was a couple of games. As for tennis, actually, the reason for me not being able to keep playing with tennis, and for most of the people watching, like if there was one thing that I said I would have been like insanely like went pro in, it would probably been tennis. But the reason that I stopped playing tennis was I did get to play it when I was in care. So a driver would um, come to me in Newcombe, and then take me down to the tennis every Saturday. Uh, sorry. And one day the driver basically um, forgot to pick me up or never picked me up. And then that caused a whole hassle with social work and everything like that. And yeah, then I basically never got to go back to tennis. Um, my coach at the time, he was a teacher as well, like a kind of substitute teacher. So he would go into schools and stuff. And he actually came into the school that I was at that time as well, which was pretty good, I suppose. And after that, I have kind of kept in touch with him, and do speak to him now and again. I don't know what's going on with this um, camera, but yeah. So basically, I stopped playing tennis when I first went into care, but then I kind of started playing football with the kind of people about in the group. So when I first went in, I was still really good at football, and that's kind of like I went out and played football with the kind of people that was about me, and that was like my first interaction with everybody was like me playing football. And then at the very start when I first went in, everybody like I was really good at football, and everybody was like, oh, like get him on my team, and stuff like that. And that's kind of the way I managed to fit in basically. Um, yeah, that's basically kind of the whole gist of the whole kind of story will be like me just putting all my time and effort into being really good at sports, um, and the kind of focus of what's going to happen basically. But I never really knew at that time. So by me like whenever something kind of came into my head that like I felt like crap or felt bad or anything, at the start I would always go out and I would just like run or play football or hit a tennis ball, or just like yeah, just go and be active and run about and kind of try and take my mind off everything else that was kind of going on. So that's why I was doing like 8 hours of sport each day at school. Um, Not every day, but like a lot of the days, and then I would come home like 8 hours average sport a day probably, from before school to after school, and then come home and different things like that. One thing though, I do wish that I had more opportunities in is to play to kind of join different sports teams like in the kind of community. Like I was only really involved in like the school sort of side of everything basically. I never really did any kind of regional things like that. So that's another thing that I want to try and give other people that were in my position the opportunity, because I never really went and asked or really found out if I could go to different things. Like I knew looking back I probably could have if I looked and I found something I wanted to go to. I would have probably like been able to get to it or something like that. But most of my time was probably just the games hall down the road, running about. Um, Used to get in there for a lot of discounts because I was there like till it from open till it shut. It's now no longer even opened. It got flooded, which isn't good. But I basically want to go into the. Well, I'm going to be going into the care homes of the young kids and um, young adults as well, and speak to them and find out what kind of groups that they want to go to, like things that they're interested in, any sport that they're interested in. Um, I'll be able to find them some sort of group and then take them basically and make sure that everything's okay. And then once I get enough people that I've got that I'm taking to the groups and things like that, then I'll be able to start up my own group type thing as well. Um, but yeah, so at the start when I first went in, it was kind of mainly football. I'd play football, and then everybody in the kind of the area, like all the kind of young people in the area, like would come, like it would be like, oh, he's like really good. Like then everybody would come out, and it was really big games of football. It was actually a really good time, and that helped me by being good at the football and by participating in the sport and stuff like that. It helped me just kind of mingle in with the group, and like yeah, that was like, and every time I was out or whatever, it was always like, let's do some sport, let's do something. Do you know what I mean? So that it's easier for me to start up relationships with different people and stuff. Nowadays, like that's definitely helped me because now it's easier for me like to go into different groups and situations and speak to new people and things like that. So by me growing up and having to like learn, having to like go into different at different houses, different homes, different schools, like always needing to meet new people and like read different situations and get like yeah like just kind of try and fit in, basically try and fit in and be normal, as people like it's like to say. But really you grow up and there is no fucking normal. You know what I mean? But um yeah, so after that, after like me first going into care, that was kind of football, and that kind of got me into the group. And then I joined the primary school, and that again, that was the kind of same, like running, doing like athletics, football as well, and at playtime, playground, like first day, it's just straight down, try and play some sport, football, anything. Just always sport was on my mind, and yeah, at the same time as all the sport that was um, keeping me real, keeping me like, as well as keeping my mind, as well as keeping my mind and my body. It was like, now looking back, yeah, it kept my body in gear as well. Like I've always been a skinny boy basically, but yeah, I eat so much, and I reckon by doing so much sport when I was younger, my metabolism is just crazy, and it's helped me in that way as well. So I've never really, touch wood, I never really get that ill. Sometimes I do, but like, and just from all of that accumulative sport, I think stopping's not been good. So I'm gonna get back into it as I'm helping get the the younger kids back into the sport. As I'm looking for things, I'll probably get involved as well. Um, gonna start going runs and stuff like that, just jogs and things like that. I've got my pull up bar that I do like nearly every time I walk in and out of the room. I'll do some pull ups, or it's actually chin ups I do, but I still say pull up. It's just different way you put your hand. But yeah, then from the primary into the secondary school, that's when like a lot more sports became available to me. A lot like there was more like clubs, more teachers, like different teachers did kind of different sports, things like that. So then I got and obviously PE as well. It's obviously more than just like kind of primary education. So I got to go to PE at lunchtime. I got to go. Even sometimes like I would just stay on my breaks if I had PE second, or I would go at the start of my break if I had it the period after. Things like that. Alarm going off. But yeah. Then so I would just always basically do sport. It was in the academy. It was badminton, basketball, volleyball, cross country. Sometimes like table tennis. Just different things, but mostly badminton, basketball, volleyball. Those three were my kind of main sports that I did at school that I was good at. And again, just like throughout school, like there's always like people don't realize the things that they say that actually like hurt people. Although and if it, like some people say things just to be funny, and I'm the same. I've said things to people like just thinking it was a laugh and just to be funny, and but now you look back and you reflect and it's like, oh shit man, I probably shouldn't have said things like that. And it's the same with some people when they say things about people in care. Like some of the things is like just slight like just like silly remarks, like fucking you've got like more like 10 mums or 3 mums, or same with dads, or like just different kind of snide remarks like a can of Fosters and things like that. That was like silly things that get said, just like stupid things that for me honestly I still probably say that it doesn't really bother me, but it probably does because it makes me actually change my train of thought from whatever I was thinking about now to thinking about that, which I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, but I'm guessing it probably does in the kind of longer term type thing. But yeah, that just kind of but once when things like that happened, I would just like go and play sport, take my mind off everything, go and yeah, like I just had like an automatic click in the back, like click that just kind of get rid of all the bad shit and just kind of focused on sport basically. It's weird how it works, but for me, like just having that one thing that I kind of go to as well. I'll also do another video after this on how video games helped as well, because there was times where like when I was in care that I would stay up all night play video games, and that wasn't even known back then, but I'm older now, so hey ho, I can say all my stories like I said. But yeah, and then obviously like sport was what I kind of wanted to do, not just in the school, but I then wanted to be a PE teacher myself. Now I kind of don't want to be a PE teacher anymore, just because I like to do like a variety of different things, and I feel like being a teacher is obviously it's a good paying job, it's a well respected job and everything like that. It's the same thing, like year in year out type thing. I don't know if I'm like equipped for that kind of stuff, but you never know. A few years down the line, I might decide to go back to uni, do a year, and go and become a PE teacher. It's definitely an open option. Like I've got like most of the degree. I've got my degree. I just need to get the rest in teaching and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so I wanted to be a PE teacher, and then we go. So being sport progresses me to uni. When I go to uni, I then join the like go to the different clubs and sports clubs about there. Um, but then I'll do another video on like leaving uni. I'm sure leaving like care and going like, kind of transitioning. For me, it was to uni. For other people, like that's kind of rare, but for other people, it'll obviously be a lot different. Probably a lot more harder circumstances leaving care when you're like 18 and then like having to go back to your family or not like going on your own and then having getting like so many different things that can go on. It's so much worse off than what I've been, guys. But um, yeah, I'm basically so I went to uni. Sport was what I was doing, and but I kind of went away from sport and just kind of stopped when I went to uni to do sport. And to be honest, like probably after that, it's probably like I've not been like anxious, depressed, whatever. Like you kind of want to what like umbrella under or over or whatever. Like I'm not all the time. Just go through. I suppose everybody goes through shitty stages, but yeah. Um, since I probably stopped sport, I've not been as healthy in either way. So definitely going to pick that back up. I have been doing more with push ups and sit ups and stuff, but uh, yeah, you get doing a lot more. Probably help me in the long run, and it will help me with the videos and explaining. And in a few months or a year or whatever, I can come back and talk these days, and it'll be a completely probably different story. Hopefully, I'll have learned so much from what I've learned just now. Do you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, guys, that's basically kind of roughly how sport kind of helped me. Basically, helped me with my mindset, taking my mind away from kind of bad times. It helped me get focused on something and like go with that. It's helped towards my career as well, obviously. But not only that, it's just helped me be a more healthy, active person, more outgoing person, confident in myself, as you'll probably be able to see in the last video. Like it is hard. It is going to be hard. Like the first few videos for this, for me to like do it basically. But yeah, I'm just gonna. Just needs to be done, man. There's not many other people that are gonna do this or have the opportunity to um, get things out there. So hopefully I can build up the brand, build up the kind of YouTube and things like that, as well as through Twitch and all the other things, through my work, like what's going to be my work, through going into these care homes and things like that, letting them know about that, and then this helping them and just everything kind of helping out. I just want to help. I just want to help the young guys, the people that are in my situation, give them something like that worked basically, something that I know works because I went through it and it worked for me. Like just taking a sport or something, just having something there that you can just kind of spend like 10% of your like so much. I say like 10% of your time worrying about like the real shit, and then you can just use the rest of your time and just focus it all on sport. It takes your mind off. It takes your mind off like all the bad shit that's going on around you. I'm gonna swear, guys, it's real shit, right? So you're gonna completely lost where I was at there. Shit. But yeah, it's gonna help you in so many. Sports gonna help you in so many different ways, man. Helps you take your mind off the bad shit, keeps you focused. As well, you use all your energy. Like so, if you get any bad energy inside you, you can just go and you don't need to be punching a bag or doing things like that. You can just literally just run and see whilst you're running, like you can think like the thoughts that you've got in your head, the thoughts and the feelings that you've got going on inside your head. You can while you're running, you like you like talk it out. It's like just you get everything out in the open. You just feel more fresh. You feel, I don't know, you feel a sense of accomplishment as well, even if you're just running somewhere, even if you're just running, just like always try and like be a wee bit quicker or do a wee bit, just, and then that gives you that other thing, like instead of thinking about something, you're thinking, right, what can I eat, and then like, oh, you're like, right, I ran it in this time so I can do it in this. Or if you're playing any type of sport, if you're playing badminton and somebody's better than you and they beat you by this amount of points, you can then go like, right, next time I'm going to go and practice. And then like, there's just having your mind busy with something that you really enjoy to do and that's really good for you, and people don't utilize just exercise the way that they should. And even me, like, getting back to me, yeah, I need to get my ass together basically as well. But yeah, if you are enjoying these videos, guys, if you're looking to support, just share it out, because you might give it to somebody that you might share it, and somebody that's in here might see it. And I'm just hoping to help a few people. And yeah, if anybody needs to chat, you know where you can chat. Please do like the video, subscribe, just try and get it out there, share, all that jazz, guys. And I shall see you in the next video. The next video will be probably either video games helping me throughout like life as well, and not in a like more in a kind of mental way probably than obviously physical, but or kind of the transaction of like leaving care and kind of going on to wherever you're going. Also, guys, like, please just if you've got any question whatsoever, any query about like how I was thinking in situations, or like how, just any question at all to do with being in care, or different things that's happened, or different situations that you want me to discuss, or anything like that, just leave a message. And if you don't want to leave a message on the video, you can shoot me a PM on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, and for sure I'll get back to it. So yeah, if you like, subscribe, all that jazz. Get me on Facebook and Twitter and everything else, Twitch as well. And I'll catch you guys later.